Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there. Galactus is bad. He ate my scroll, baby. I don't know why that scroll said an accent, but hello, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Marvel Tales. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, yes, my co-host, who's still in awe, John Byrne. Guest.
Justin the Owl stepping out from behind the artist's easel and into the issue.
That's right, kids, because this time we're going to cover Fantastic Four 261 and 262. Well, if the trial is somebody, we'll get to that. But and for an alternate take, we're going to hit What If Volume 2, number 15.
Yeah,
an alternate take on the story.
Things get dark,
and I believe the animated series is back, so what if?
Yes. And I just watched the first two episodes of it this evening. They were excellent.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta go watch that then. Yeah. I think that did that the last time it was out. It was around the holidays, and they dropped like one a day, like every day until it was done. Yeah.
I do have a complaint, though, that this is supposedly the final season. I thought if any series was meant to keep going forever...
Yeah.
This one, that's stupid to only do 3 seasons of it. It's dumb.
I mean, unless it's just they're going to take a break for, I don't know, a couple of years. And
just to say you're taking a break. Don't say it's the final season.
It's sort of
ridiculous. Yeah. They could keep going with that, with the same voice actors, the same actors. They could keep going with that for years. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you keep your voice, yeah. I mean, come on, The Simpsons is what, on
exactly
50 already? Come on.
And even if you don't, like, there's some Doctor Who actors that haven't, visually acted in the role for over 40 years that are still doing the voice audio stuff.
Oh, wow.
And they sound, a little bit older in places, obviously.
Other they're just
still doing it.
Unless they're going to do different animated series, like, we're going to get another season of X-Men 97. Maybe we'll get some other, stuff featured on some of the other characters.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I feel like the time is right for another Spider-Man animated series.
There is one coming out, I believe.
Is there?
In 2025. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a Tom Holland prequel, I think. I think it's like him after he first gets his powers and stuff and putting this suit together and stuff.
I don't want I don't want any year one crap. I want just regular Spider-Man. We know he's got the powers and stuff. No more of this angsty crap. Just regular Spider-Man doing his stuff.
And again, I love the What If series too, but it's like, I think the only hindrance is like they only deal with stuff from the MCU that takes place in the MCU. I'm just
it definitely hamstrings it. When you limit that material to just that source.
So maybe they're waiting a while till they introduce more characters. They could bring back What If, once we get Doom in here, once we get the X-Men and Fantastic Four in here.
Yeah.
At least that'll open it up more.
Yeah. But in the meantime, these classics.
That's right. So, all right, here's the question I was going to ask you. Yeah. So, do you consider this, the title of this story, basically, is it the trial of Reed Richards or is it the trial of Galactus? Because I've heard
it should be the trial of Reed Richards.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally. It should be because he's the one that's literally on trial here.
Mm-hmm.
As we'll see. For those of you who haven't read this, I mean,
or is he just
fasten your seatbelts?
Or is he just an accessory after the fact?
Well, it would be different if
Galactus is actually one chowing down.
Right. It would be different if they actually got all of the forces of the universe together and hogtied Galactus and dragged him before some type of tribunal made up of the living tribunal and eternity and all those. That would be that would be what I would consider the trial of Galactus.
Yeah. Right? I mean, I'll get into it, but I think of all these, these planetary authorities would hogtie Galactus if they could, but
well,
they can't.
even the Celestials and like all of the, if they would if they could. They probably thought about it, but yeah, that would be what I would consider the trial of Galactus. But this is definitely the trial of Reed Richards.
Yes, Galactus. They put Galactus on trial for first degree.
Gobble gobble.
You had a case of the midnight munchies, all right? It happens to everybody.
I don't know, man. What's the closest equivalent to Skrulls? Sushi?
That planet was going to blow up anyway.
God. All right, let's get into this. We got some nice synopses for the Fantastic Four issues. A much shorter one for the What If, but by the time we get to the What If, we'll have the gist of the
anyway.
Yeah.
That What If one's a breeze anyway. We can skip through that.
Yeah, we'll have the idea of the story by that point.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, some more Byrne covers here, and soon we'll get to Byrne himself.
Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Indeed.
All right. So
he draws such a great watcher.
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic. Look at that. Yep.
All right. Pull the synopsis up here. I can tell. Oh, no Noel or Russell. Okay. To say.
Well, it is a holiday week. They're probably
we are recording this
pre-holiday festivities. They're probably
Yes.
probably otherwise indisposed.
All right, so Fantastic Four number 261 from December 1983. The Search for Reed Richards. Writer, penciler, inker John Byrne, colorist Glennis Ween, letterer Jim Novak, and editors Bob Budiansky and Michael Higgins. The Submariner. Oh God, that's right, kids. That's right. We're starting here.
Right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Someone's attention just went out the window. Okay.
Those ankle wings.
The Submariner sees the invisible girl off with a kiss or tongue rape, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, that was more than a kiss.
After he and Marina drop her off at the Baxter Building, following their adventure together at the North Pole. Oh God. The synopsis says on the North Pole. Oh God.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. We covered that in an earlier issue of Marvel Tales.
That's somewhere in the, hold on, I'll look this up. That's
I think that's going way back to yeah.
That's definitely within the first year. That's for in the first couple months.
And we had some really high views, I remember, for the Alpha Flight episodes.
Oh yeah, yep. Oh yeah, that is an early one. 280 views.
Nice, yeah.
Episode 3.
Oh wow, Marvel Tales number 3. How about that?
Yeah,
scroll down on number 107.
Scroll down 104 episodes, kids. Again, the easiest way to do that: go to our YouTube channel, and there's a playlist for every show. So
yes,
and again, the Alpha Flight will be right at the top.
Yep.
Right after the Genus Fell episode and the Abel and Deadpool first appearance.
Yeah. Quite a mixed bag of stuff on the Marvel Tales.
Oh, there's Noel. Hello, fellows.
I know.
Hello, fellow nerd Noel Tate. Talking more Byrne.
Some more John Byrne stuff.
That's right. But we kind of got hung up at the beginning of this issue. Namor shows up, so, we kind of got hung up.
Yeah.
Some of us more than others.
Tripping over some shared legs and things.
I was going to say, I know what you're tripping over. Thanking Sue for her help with his tongue down her throat.
Oh, he was thanking her. All right. Oh, my.
I mean, again, married woman. He's bending, doing the whole, bend them over. And
Marina's right there.
I know.
Like he's trying to romance Marina.
I know. I was like, were they romantic so far? I'm like, was he just
he had aspirations for it. I'm certain.
He's a freak, man. He's like, hey, baby.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Playing cards, right?
Yeah, he's like, this. You can have some of this. Look at this.
Man, he's problematic royalty, man. He just thinks
he's problematic.
For his,
Yeah. Well, that's old school royalty too. I mean,
Oh,
they had mistresses and wives and all kinds of male lovers to the side. Yeah, they were doing it all, man.
Undersea royalty, man. He's probably got some clamshell concubine somewhere.
Yeah. So, some frisky seahorse.
Wow! If only owls could breathe underwater.
No, I'm not going to the ocean. He needs to come up here. I can't deal with the depths. I'm not meant to go in the water unless I had gills and
oh, that's right. Justin to go near the ocean.
It's no salty. Yeah, that too.
That too. Thank you, Sue, for your help. Namor picks up Marina and flies off, intent on showing her the splendors of Atlantis. I can show you the world.
You can almost hear it as they're flying away.
I know. And I love how he's like, yeah, I'm going to fly to the ocean because he's like, I ain't going in those New York rivers.
Oh, yeah, he's going to go out a bit before. Give him some distance first.
Namor's probably got half a dozen STDs, and even he ain't touching those New York rivers. Going inside, Sue recalls how hectic the past 24 hours have been between their battle with Doctor Doom in the previous issue and her adventure with Marina and Namor, as we just said in the first 4 issues of Alpha Flight, which we covered in episode 3. Checking to see if her husband is home, Sue finds no trace of Reed Richards in the Baxter building. She then decides to call Avengers Mansion to see if he is still there working on the Vision. When the Avengers butler Jarvis answers the phone, he tells her that the Avengers have gone off to investigate a strange energy beam that reached the mansion earlier, but does not know if her husband went along with them. So no one informed Jarvis about what happened to Reed Richards. It's just like,
yeah. Might be useful to know, right?
Yeah, especially in a case like this when Sue calls or something.
Yeah.
A
bit important. Yeah.
Yes. Overhearing the phone conversation, this is a Silver Surfer who has recovered from their battle with Tyros, formerly Terrax, who made his return after what we covered last episode. When Sue mentions the beam that the Avengers are investigating, the Surfer recalls that it was the same beam that drew him to Earth prior to the battle. Deciding to investigate this mystery further, the Surfer summons his board from the wreckage of his battle in Queens. That's so awesome. It's like buried under all this rubble. It's like, come here, boy. And again, that's where Doctor Doom gets killed. But
in quotation marks.
Well, no, his body gets destroyed.
Yes, but you can never destroy the legend.
No. He mind jumped into somebody else, and then about another 20 issues, he'll have to be on his mind back and restore his body.
It's only a matter of time.
Both the Surfer and Sue go to Avengers Mansion and fly through the hole blasted through the wall from the beam. Inside the mansion, they find the Scarlet Witch presiding over the inert body of her husband. The witch explains to them that one moment Reed was there, and the next he was gone, and the hole was in the wall. With none of the equipment in the mansion able to detect where Reed is gone, the Surfer uses his power cosmic to peer back into the past. He calls up the past events, revealing that the beam teleported Reed Richards away. The Surfer then gravely informs Sue that her husband was abducted and taken somewhere off the planet. Sue returns to the Baxter building where she fires off the Fantasta-Flare, calling Johnny and Ben back to headquarters. There she begins planning a mission to search for her husband. When the others tell her she should stay behind because she is pregnant, Sue refuses to stand back while her husband is missing. Soon, the 3 remaining members of the Fantastic Four are blasting off in their rocket into space. Along the way, the Thing recollects how it was a space flight that led to the accident that gave them their powers. It was so weird. It was just like basically, what was that, like a 1-2 page recount, recounting of the origin? I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
That's random.
Kind of weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden.
Soon they breach the blue area of the moon where they rocket past the Inhumans' home of Adelan and head for the Citadel of the Watcher. Exiting their ship, the group then walk inside and begin searching for the Watcher in the hopes that he will help them find Reed. Johnny speeds ahead, but he quickly loses track of his teammates in the massive citadel. Meanwhile, Sue and Ben are greeted by the Watcher. Uatu informs them that he knows why they are there, and he agrees to take them to the location of Reed. Well, I should hope didn't Sue call him, she said?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why you're here. Well, I hope so, dumbass. I told you.
Then they just leave.
I know he's old. Okay. I know he's old, but damn. And agrees to take them to the location of Reed Richards as he was going to observe the events surrounding his capture as well. Calling Johnny back with his mind, Uatu then uses his powers to spirit them all across space to Reed's location. An immeasurable distance later, they come to a massive fleet of alien vessels and teleport aboard one of them. There they are greeted by an alien delegation led by Zanzar. He agrees to take them to their leader, and the rest of the Fantastic Four are shocked when they find Reed bound and stretched over some kind of torture device. When Sue asks what they are doing to her husband, Zan explains that they're executing him for sparing the life of Galactus, and that all the aliens in this fleet are survivors of his previous hungers. Sue refuses to allow her husband to be killed, and the rest of the Fantastic Four try to break him free. When they do, the Watcher steps in and traps them in bubbles of pure thought, telling them that Reed must be put to trial for his supposed crimes. Brought before a council of aliens from the various ships, Reed explains to them that he cannot bring himself to kill Galactus on humanitarian grounds, regardless of what the powerful being has done in the past. The Watcher also chimes in to explain that Galactus also serves a greater purpose to the universe and thus must continue to exist. The alien council is almost convinced enough to let Reed be let free, but before they can make that decision, they are interrupted by the arrival of Empress Lilandra of the Shi'ar. Oh boy. Who has come to see that Reed Richards is executed for his crime of allowing Galactus to live.
Yeah, when Lilandra shows up in person, you know that there's going to be something big happening.
And with Gladiator.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right.
AKA Superman.
Yeah, it's purple Superman.
Right, with the mohawk. What'd you think of this one, Phil?
Again, yeah, really sets it up, and Burns dotting all the T's and crossing the I's. Okay, yeah, the Silver Surfer's still here. Namore's leaving.
Yeah,
Reed
all the loose ends, covering all the loose ends.
Oh man, Reed was taken in 257. So man, yeah, he's been gone a few issues.
Yeah, he knew how to stretch a mystery out for a while. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says the Avengers are investigating the beam, but meanwhile, this was never shown anywhere.
No. Happened off panel.
Yes, and of course, yes, the Vision has been inert since. He tried to pass through the barrier erected around the Baxter Building by Annihilus in Avengers 233. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which I remember in the last episode I mentioned was that was kind of like my introduction to comics and John Byrne and all that stuff. There was that story with the Avengers and the Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to cover that whole thing.
Crossover.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do like maybe two episodes on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one. But that, yeah, I vividly remember that being those two issues and a couple of others being in like the first handful of comic books that I ever got in like 82 or 3 or wherever it was. And I just thought, wow, this is so cool. And I loved how the Avengers and the Fantastic Four had a story that carried over into one another. It was my first introduction to that type of storytelling. I really liked it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, the Silver Surfer is next seen in Defenders 125, where he and the founding Defenders witness the formation of a new team before they are forced to depart.
The Defenders, yeah. Right.
I love the Watcher was last seen in What If 42, observing an alternate universe.
Really? You don't say.
Which was What If the Invisible Girl had died? Oh,
okay.
Which I think was that when she was pregnant and they needed to get the cosmic control rod. So. But it's just so funny. Yeah, the Watcher was last seen looking at an alternate universe. Get out of town.
Yeah, you don't say. He never does that.
Oh, yeah. Lilandra and Gladiator were last seen in Uncanny X-Men 167, which I think they even mentioned next issue where they're like, yeah, that's where they warned Reed that, not in an issue in Fantastic Four, but in a random X-Men issue. They see Reed Richards getting threatened. Where's that one I saw? Oh, yeah. The Watcher subdues the Fantastic Four. He uses similar methods he used to contain the Thing and the Red Ghost Super Apes back in Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Byrne loves his history. Yeah. We don't get enough Red Ghost and Super Apes anymore.
No, we don't. It's a crime. But before I left doing with Russell Tomes of Evil, the comic book supervillain podcast, I was trying to, there was a list of villains that I wanted to do a spotlight on. I mentioned to him, I said, we should do Red Ghost and the Super Apes. I love
Yes.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yes, they are.
Literally.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's what we're going to have to do one day. There's an Acts of Vengeance Quasar issue where Red Ghost shows up.
Yes. Yeah, I love that one.
Yes. Yeah, we got to do another Quasar episode. We get Will back in here.
Yeah. Definitely. It's been too long since we've had Will on.
He's like, Ray, if we mention we're doing Quasar, he'll make time.
Yeah.
All right. All right, are we ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
All right. All right. So issue 262. And again, it's like, well, I don't want to say simple cover, but it's like just got all the heads in the back.
I know, yeah.
Reed Richards.
Well, at first glance, it's simple, but then you see all the detail of all the different faces, and it's like, holy cow! It's the entire assemblage of the universe.
And I guess from that corner box, it was assistant editor's month, I guess.
Michael Higgins, yeah.
All right, kids, get ready for some weirdness. No, that's right. No, he's like, that cover rolls. Yeah,
it does. Yeah, I love it.
Should I? The only way I could be better is if you kind of work Galactus into that cover, but
maybe looming over everything.
Save that as a surprise. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Fantastic Four 262. I have the weird collection of all these.
Oh, did they do a trade paperback of this story?
I wonder if is it just this story? I bet you there's got to be a Byrne Fantastic Four collection.
Oh, it's probably one of those visionaries. Yeah,
probably
Fantastic Four visionaries.
All right, Fantastic Four 262, January 1984. The Trial of Reed Richards. Same team as last time, where Byrne does half the stuff. At the offices of Marvel Comics, editor Mike Higgins is pleading to get his writer-artist John Byrne to pump out another Fantastic Four comic before the printing deadline. Despite the desperate need, John informs Mike that he hasn't heard from the Fantastic Four in a while, but wants another 24 hours to try to get a hold of the group to learn of their current adventures before giving up and writing a made-up story. Noel said it's just this story. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I can see that. Oh my Lord. So in the Marvel universe, they don't even make up stories. It's just like, okay, what happened? Okay. I'll write up what you already did. Okay. Between this and then when they hired Steve Rogers to draw the Captain America comic.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because I think they tried to give him Iron Man, and he's like, nah. He's like, can I draw Captain America?
I want to draw what I know.
Well, in the issues leading up to it, called The Trial of Galactus. See, I told you. What is it? So the collection called The Trial of Galactus. This issue is called The Trial of Reed Richards. I'm like, what is the official name of this story? John then calls the Baxter building, but his call is answered by the FF's robotic receptionist, Roberta, who informs John that the Fantastic Four is still away. As John hangs up the phone, he is suddenly visited by the Watcher, who quickly teleports John away before his wife gets home. Boy, what is this? Wishful thinking, Byrne?
Strategic timing on his part.
Yeah, no, that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, the name. That's what we were saying. No, it's like, yeah, it's Reed Richards who's on trial.
Yeah.
He's the one who's going to die if he, he
Yeah.
loses this trial,
Yeah, they're not dragging Galactus into this.
They would if they could, but they can't.
Yeah.
As they speed through the cosmos, the Watcher tells John that the coming events are of such cosmic significance that a chronicler will be needed to record the events later. Suddenly, they appear in the middle of the Galactic Tribunal's trial for the life of Reed Richards. John is taken to sue Ben and Johnny, who tell him that Reed is being put on trial for sparing the life of Galactus. Sue goes on to point out that the head of the trial is Empress Lilandra, the leader of the Shi'ar. She mentions how Lilandra appeared before them one night and warned Reed that he would be put to task if Galactus consumed another inhabited world after he spared the life of the Eater of Worlds. I'm sorry.
That's what happened after the Skrull world.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely gave indigestion.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine that food's probably like changing shape and stuff? Can you imagine you ate something that started changing shape on you?
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely would have given him some indigestion.
Yeah. When Lilandra calls the trial to begin, the Thing wonders how a jury will be able to reach a decision. One of the aliens calls Ben's attention to the strange glowing globes above the court. The alien explains that they measure the spectators' collective feelings about the trial and that should they all turn white, it is a sign that those gathered to watch have found Reed guilty. I thought it was innocent, but okay. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, that'd be the word. That'd be that green poop.
Green apple splatters.
Well, that's what I said, Noel. I'm like, what food would be the closest to Skrull? Would it be like sushi or something, or like calamari, something?
Octopus.
Oh, all those tentacles.
I don't think those are tentacles.
Oh, jeez, Noel. We just like Stella's today after the X.
Oh no!
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yikes.
First to the stand of the Skrull survivor, Coranth Care, who explains how Galactus came to the home world of the Skrulls and consumed it, wiping out billions of his people as a result of Reed sparing the life of Galactus. See last episode. Thinking to himself, Reed is consumed with guilt over the loss of life thanks to his decision, but still believes that allowing Galactus to die was not right. Lilandra then calls upon witness after witness to testify about the atrocities Galactus has committed on world upon world. As the trial drags on, the Watcher tells the Human Torch that he has a task he wishes the youth to undertake, and Johnny agrees to do it and is promptly teleported away. When John and the rest of the Fantastic Four express their concern, the Watcher explains that he is gathering up a defense for Reed. With the witness testimony given, the Watcher tries to tell those gathered that the Galactus serves a greater purpose in the universe. With that said, he has Reed Richards defend himself first. Reed shocks all gathered by saying he is guilty of sparing the life of Galactus. When given a chance to clarify what he means, Reed says he is guilty of sparing the life of Galactus. The point of the trial was to determine if doing so was a crime. He goes on to explain his first encounter with Galactus and how he learned that the cosmic being was beyond good and evil and only consumed worlds to prolong his own existence. He goes on to explain that Galactus exists as a higher order in the greater universe, carrying out some kind of task beyond the ken of mere mortals. With Reed's testimony, Johnny returns with the first witness, Odin, the All-Father of Asgard. Odin is called to recount what he knows about the origins of Galactus. Odin recounts how Galactus was once merely a man named Galen who lived on the planet Ta, a world that existed in the universe prior to this one. There's two A's, kids. When Ta was in the throes of a deadly plague, Galen and the last survivors of his world flew into the heart of Ta's nearby sun, where they hoped to die in a place of glory. However, the universe collapsed. When the Big Bang occurred and the new universe was created, a lone ship also emerged from the beginning. So, yes, the universe pooped Galactus out, kids.
Yeah. That's kind of what happened, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sometime later, it was discovered by one of the Watchers who witnessed as Galen emerged from the vessel transformed into Galactus. Oh, jeez. No. Is this defense the Luigi defense?
He's not as hot as Luigi.
Oh my. Oh boy. First Namor, now Luigi. Come on, I'm trying to keep the kid's mind on business, Noel. Come on. Hands where we can see him, sir. So Galen becomes Galactus. Odin goes on to explain that the purpose of the Galactus is to test the lives of inhabited worlds to see if they are worthy to continue existing in the universe. Although the Fantastic Four and John Byrne are glad to hear this testimony, they are disappointed when they see that it has not swayed the audience, and they are quickly coming to find Reed guilty. Before more of the globes can turn white, they are blasted out of the sky by Nova, the herald announcing the arrival of Galactus. As Galactus towers over everyone, Zanzar tries to make an attempt to kill Galactus himself. However, he quickly loses his nerve and cowardly slinks away. Well, yeah, it's like you take your shot, you better take him out with that shot, otherwise.
Well, yeah. You only get one chance at that.
I mean, he always goes, boop.
Right.
However, he quickly moved. Galactus has come to speak on behalf of Reed Richards, a man he has come to consider a friend and is indebted to for saving his life. Galactus explains that he is part of a grander scheme in the universe. In order to prove this point, Galactus and Uatu channel their powers together to summon Eternity, the embodiment of all existence. Eternity reiterates what everyone had said and then reveals the very secrets of Galactus to all gathered. The truth, the details of which become fleeting and quickly forgotten, convince all gathered that Reed is innocent of any wrongdoing and he and the Fantastic Four are allowed to go free. 3 hours later, John Byrne finds himself back at his home explaining everything to Mike, who finds the story too far out but tells John to get it done as quickly as possible. The Watcher still in his presence, John asks what will happen to Galactus now. Uatu surmises that the World Devourer will continue to test worlds until one develops enough power to destroy him. On that day, the Watcher explains the universe will weep. All right, so my first question. So Byrne just wanted to be in the story, right? I don't think it was necessary for John Byrne to be at the trial of Reed Richards, but
no.
He just wanted to
I was trying to figure out if there's any precursor lead up to this, but no, he just felt like it, I guess.
He just wanted to break the fourth wall.
Yeah. Well, he loves that stuff. I mean, as we saw in Sensational She-Hulk, he has a weakness for that fourth wall breaking from time to time.
I love what Andrea Braun Byrne's husband no longer exists in mortal terms. It's like, no, sorry, hon, I can't take out the garbage. Uatu needs me.
Yeah. I need to play the role of the chronicler.
And yes, kids, the Fantastic Four's hotline is 1-800-555-4444.
Roberta speaking.
But yeah, there was no reason for Byrne to be here, just because he wanted to.
No.
And again,
but it was a nice surprise. I mean, I remember the first time I read this, I was like, "What the hell? What is this? What's going on here?"
And I love how Odin.
Odin just shows up out of nowhere.
The king of Asgard shows up, and everyone's still not just like, I think maybe we'll still kill him. Okay.
Yeah. No, let's get Eternity. All right, Odin wasn't enough. Let's get Eternity involved with this.
Well, yeah, because then she showed everyone, basically everyone, had the same understanding,
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me show you. And everyone looked through everyone else's eyes. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, okay, now we go.
Oh, that was one of my favorite parts, that one splash page, but you had all the little thing. Everyone sees Galactus different.
Yeah. I love that. I think that was my favorite part of the issue, actually.
Mm-hmm. Where it's like, he's such like a higher being concept where, everyone sees him different. Yeah.
Both visually and in terms of the story.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite part.
Noel says the collection was 242 through 244, which we covered last episode. And 257 through 262. So they had that.
Nice.
It had Terax killing Doom and battling Silver Surfer and the rest of the Fantastic Four. Nice.
That's a great collection.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure this has probably been collected a few times. Probably, yeah. There's probably
Yeah.
that's probably a John Byrne collection. I wonder how far the Fantastic Four. What are those trades called? The when they collect the whole series.
The Epic collections?
Yeah, I bet you there's probably Epic collections. And
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I bet there's a few of the. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if they've done the entire John Byrne run of Fantastic Four on the Epic collections yet, but I'm sure that they've got most of it out.
Or maybe those essentials they did back in the day, the black and white ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I would even get this in a hardcover, some of this stuff. One of those hardcover Marvel Masterworks or whatever.
So what's this? With the weird Super B-Man versus the Fantastical backup. What's that?
Or something in that collection, maybe?
I guess, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was like a Fred Hembeck thing. Remember they did a bunch of those Fred Hembeck
yeah,
backups and things and stuff along those lines. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that page is just
so good. Yeah. Remember in the previous episode we were talking about? I was trying to recall when it was that it was established that Galactus was a focal point of the universe, like he was part of the whole grand cosmic order. Of the whole balance of everything in the universe. And it was this story I was trying to recall. It was basically this trial that it was deliberated and discussed upon and finally agreed upon by everybody in attendance that, yes, this unfathomable being is an important part of the grand fabric of everything.
Oh, yeah, because you figure he's basically hardwired into the universe because he's basically like the first form of life in this universe,
Yeah, the only thing that's older than everything else. Even the
everybody, yeah. He's older than the Celestials, any of the gods, yeah, any of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Noel said, yeah, it was a weird John Byrne backup they put in there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Weird John Byrne story. You have to narrow that down, sir.
Right.
So another kink of John Byrne's writing himself into the story. You know what? I'm surprised. I mean, again, I'm surprised if he was going to write himself into a story that he wrote himself into this, and he didn't like save himself for like when She-Hulk joins the Fantastic Four, or when he's writing sensational She-Hulk. I'm surprised he wasn't. He wasn't an ongoing supporting character in this sensational She-Hulk run.
I think when he came, because he left Sensational She-Hulk for a while and then came back. And it's been a while since I've read the second half of his tenure on that title, but I have a feeling that he did that again there.
Of course he did. I read her first series. I got to read more of the Sensational She-Hulk run.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. It's my favorite She-Hulk stuff.
But yeah, I mean, just great story recounting the origin of Galactus. And again, kids, you're getting your money's worth text-wise.
Oh, absolutely. This is definitely no slouch on the story. Yeah. And I like, too, how we have really all kinds of different races of aliens and different beings of the universe involved in this. For one issue, this has a very vast scope to it. And even with all of that going on, I like how he also added in the subplot with the revenge story with the Skrulls trying to get back at Reed for saving Galactus's life so that Galactus could then go on and destroy Skrull Planet. So I like that and there was that callback to the device back in, what was it, Avengers 90 something, 93 or 90,
the Omniwave, the
Omniwave projector. Yeah, there was that callback to that old story. I loved that too. That was nice.
Oh yeah,
to see that throwback. It was really cool. It was done really well for a 2-issue story. This was done really well.
Yeah,
he's a pro at the old 2-issue story.
Oh yeah.
Byrne doing the cliffhanger. The first issue.
Most said it was one of those assistant editors.
Yes.
Stories. Yeah, because if you see up in the corner box there, Nolan says like, "Hey guys, I know it's assistant editors month." Blah blah blah. So so this was probably like the most famous assistant editors month story that came out of that month.
Yeah.
Again, there were some other good ones, but that was probably the most famous one.
probably the high monkey mucks in Marvel were like, oh damn, it's Assistant Editors Month. What book is John Byrne on? They all started sweating automatically. Oh my god, he's on Fantastic Four! No, what's he gonna do?
Do you think that what it was? The regular editor wouldn't let Byrne write himself into the story, but he's like, it's Assistant Editor's Month.
Well, I don't know if it was 100% that, but I bet there was a little bit of that going on. Yeah,
it didn't hurt.
Yeah.
All right. So should we get to the what if issue?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So did you say, was this your first time reading it?
Yeah, I hadn't read this one. I had thought that I did, but I guess I hadn't.
Yeah, this is from volume 2, bet in the 90s, kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, because even the cover of this says the Trial of Galactus. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know. And it's got Reed in chains on the cover. It doesn't have Galactus in chains.
No.
It says Reed Richards must die, not Galactus must die.
All right. So, like I said, short synopsis for this one, but yeah, I mean, we'll get to the differences and.
Yeah.
All right. So, what if volume 2, number 15 from July 1990? What if the Trial of Galactus had ended in Reed Richards' execution? This time it was written by Roy Thomas and R.J.M. Lofficer. Penciler, Greg Capullo, early Greg Capullo artwork.
Greg Capullo, yeah.
Inker Sam De La Rosa, colorist Tom Vincent, letterer Gary Fields, and editor Craig Anderson. Reed Richards is executed during the Trial of Galactus. The remaining Fantastic Four destroyed the Shi'ar throne world and then sacrificed themselves to stop an interplanetary alliance from destroying Earth.
Wow, that is pretty short.
I know. You'd think for a story like that, you put a little more, but I mean, again, I guess you're hitting the highlights, but still.
I guess, yeah.
And again, it's not all there, but I'm glad like Marvel's starting to add like more and more of like What If Volume 2 to the.
Yes, because for a while it was only bits and pieces of it, right?
Yeah.
But they're starting to get the whole thing on there, which is nice. Eventually they'll have the whole series, I bet.
But they still can't. Well, there's one they're not going to be able to put on there because did you see what the next issue was? What if Wolverine fought Conan? And I don't think they have the rights.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's that big trademark, that copyright mess. Yeah,
they had him, then they let him go again.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they can't even do like
past
collections of
it's
old stuff.
I think it's like only when they have the rights because they had them a few years ago where I think they were starting to do reprints again, and then they gave away. They dropped the rights again. I don't know if they didn't think it was worth it, or I don't know. Or if there was a fight with like the state or whatever.
Do you know who got the rights to it?
I don't know.
'Cause I'll tell you who could knock it out of the park would be Dynamite.
I think they have is that Dynamite that has Red Sonja right now? There's like a Red Sonja book, so
they'd knock it out of the park. So I hope they get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, like I said, kids, this one starts with they actually execute Reed in this one.
Yeah, the unthinkable happens.
And what's the difference? I mean, they don't show if Odin shows up in this version, but Galactus does not show up in this version. So, like, Nova lets him know, and he's like, yeah, he's on his own.
Okay.
I owe him nothing.
Yeah, it's basically just a one-page conversation between Nova and Galactus, and he's like, yeah, I'm busy, go away.
Well, that's what I was wondering, too. Like with the Fantastic Four issues, like everyone's laying the blame at Reed and like Galactus to a certain extent. Remember last episode? Do you think Nova brought him to the Skrull homeworld? Because remember what she said last time? She was like,
what's a few more bug-eyed aliens? Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely see her calling the Skrulls that.
Yeah. Did she make a beeline for that planet as soon as she was Herald? Like, was that the first one?
I don't know if that was the first one, but I mean, eventually she probably did,
Yeah, it's weird that she settled on that one for him, but whatever. Yeah.
Again, bug-eyed. So again, I mean, again, that would have been a lot more to fit in, but it's like, can you imagine if like Reed and Frankie were both in chains at that point? It'd be like,
oh yeah.
And again, she still don't give Johnny 2 seconds of attention at all or nothing.
Yeah.
She showed up. She's like, Galactus is here.
Yep.
Get pee on.
She's got time for Johnny anymore.
Now she's going after Silver Surfer.
That's true. She's moved on. She's got a new man in her life.
Man, we talk about Namor, man. Surfer's a homewrecker, man. I mean,
That's true. Yeah.
When his first appearance, it seemed like he was macking on Alicia, and now, then he gets go with Frankie Ray. It's like, damn.
Mantis.
Oh, yeah.
He had a whole romance with Mantis for a long time.
Well, I mean, you think about it. I mean, Namor, the Surfer, even Doctor Strange. I mean, those Defenders are a horny bunch.
They really are.
Even the Hulk's down for some smashing sometimes.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
So, yeah, we saw Reed get killed here, and then the Watcher sends the Fantastic Four home. They're like, yeah, we ain't sitting here. We're going back.
We're getting out of here.
I don't know what they think they're going to do, but...
Yeah.
So, yeah, they Reed had this old Skrull flying saucer back from Fantastic Four 90 sitting around, so...
How convenient.
Yes, they take that.
Sitting in mothballs, just collecting dust. So like, oh, remember this old thing?
It just takes some take some weapons that were sitting around, like the Cosmic Control Rod.
Yeah, they just take a couple stacks of National Geographics off it and dust it off a little bit. Let's see if it still works.
And I don't know, your decision may not have been the best one when you think Gladiator, usually the hot-headed one, he's like even questioning Lantern. He's like, are you sure it was the right thing to do to execute Earthman? And
that's exactly a good point. When Gladiator is asking you
if this
is too much,
yeah,
there's a problem. There's a significant problem, and it should be addressed immediately.
When the purple mohawk is the voice of reason, yeah.
This is the dude that's usually like bashing people into paste with his fists or his mohawk.
So she sends him away, which is good for him.
Yeah.
But then the Fantastic Four show up, and they're under attack. And
immediately attacked by this massive
armada. We figure you just murdered their leader. When they come back, ain't nothing. They have no good intentions in mind.
Yeah.
But then they get the idea. Well, Sue gets the idea of attaching the Cosmic Control Rod to this laser cannon.
That was smart. I liked that.
Well, it's a little too smart because they basically blow up the whole planet.
Yeah. Oops.
Killing the lander and everyone else on that planet.
A good idea, but
So Gladiator again, who's off planet, observes this. And then the Fantastic Four go home, and of course are all.
Now what do we do?
Pressed. Yeah, because they destroyed a whole planet.
Yeah.
Everyone on it. But then,
it's a huge power vacuum in the galaxy.
Mm-hmm. So again, we see another armada again, but this time they're like, what do we do with Earth?
Yeah. If they're capable of doing this to the Shi'ar homeworld, think of what they can do to everywhere else.
So basically Gladiator's running this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a massive armada of ships.
But then we see, of course, the Skrulls are going to try to use this to their advantage.
Oh, yes. We've got Sybil scheming. And she has the, what is this called?
What, the Omniwave?
The Omniwave. She's got the Omniwave, yes. Yeah, I love it. I really liked that, how we see the Omniwave twice here.
Because she's like, all this fleet's going to get together and destroy Earth. And then once they destroy Earth, we'll destroy the fleet with the Omniwave. And Skrulls will basically rule the universe.
Yep.
But then
not a bad plan, really.
No. But then we see Sue go on TV and tell everyone what they did. And
gear up for battle.
Yep. I love the reactions of all the superheroes, like the Punishers, like, the Fantastic Four did what they had to do.
Yeah. I would have blown up the planet too, he says.
Wolverine, I ain't scared of those ET types, darling. Frag them if they can't take a joke. You blew up the planet. I frag them if they can't take a joke.
Frag them. That sounds more like Lobo.
I know.
And here your boy Daredevil. I'm hoping we can work with the aliens to set up an interplanetary court of law to educate the matter.
Hey, man, lawyers gotta work.
Well, yeah.
Thor.
Tapping his way downtown.
Oh, yes! Oh, yeah, he wants to tap his way to some...
Tapping
Some green foot, something.
He would have tried to get in Lalandra's feathery bed.
Oh, yeah.
You know it.
Thor, if war must sadly come, so be it. I love Silver Surfer. If the inhabitants of one corner of the many splendored cosmos annihilate those of another, the universe itself will be the poorer for it, and the very firmament shall shed a darkling tear. Next thing, Spider-Man. What he said.
What he said. The full assemblage of the Avengers, including the Silver Centurion, Iron Man, much to my delight.
Yeah, because there's the United Nations basically. Yeah, they put Nick Fury in charge, but all they want the superheroes to come together if they have to defend the Earth from this fleet. Oh, man, one of these UN guys, he's like, what if we just executed the remaining members of the Fantastic Four? Maybe that would, appease them.
Yeah, a little severe, you think?
Yeah.
I think that's Guy Ritchie saying that, probably.
It almost looks like him, except it looks like a guy with a big, fatter head.
Yeah. It would be something that he would say.
But yeah, it's basically the Avengers they're calling together because they. I love that we're not going to say it. The world's mutants are still feared and.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They're only going to turn to the Avengers. The X-Men. They're just going to.
There's a giant intergalactic fleet coming to destroy the planet, but we're still not going to trust those damn dirty mutants.
Yeah. Who have had dealings in space multiple times.
With the Shi'ar!
With the Shi'ar and multiple other Imperiums. Yeah, no, forget it. We won't ask them for help.
Mm-hmm. But then we see the Fantastic Four.
Flying off in the ship.
Yeah, because they were all depressed, sitting around all depressed.
Yeah.
Franklin's asking what's wrong, and then he's like, well, Franklin's like, can't you just go and ask them if they're sorry? Say you're sorry?
Yeah. Leave it to Franklin.
So they're all like, yeah, I guess we could go up and try to talk to her. So yeah, the three of them get back to the flying saucer and sneak back on and take it again.
Yeah.
I hope they left Franklin with Alicia or the Powers or somebody. He'd be like, wait a minute. I didn't mean to go right now.
Or Hubert or somebody. Yeah.
Well,
Agatha Harkness.
Oh, so hopefully someone who's willing to take him for the rest of his life. Yeah, because the Fantastic Four go up. They first they see the Skrulls. The Skrulls have a ship sitting on. Where's the?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, on Deimos. The what is that? One of the Mars's? Yeah, Mars's moons.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they discover the presence of the Omni-Wave generator.
Yep. So they break into that. To the Skrull ship, and then
the battle is joined.
Mm-hmm. They discover the Omni Wave, and then they see the fleet coming in, and there's like,
all of these ships, thousands of ships, all of a sudden converging on Earth.
So then the Skrulls are saying detonate the Omni Wave, and then the rest of the Fantastic Four are just like, well, there's only one. They basically sacrifice their lives to save the fleet.
To destroy the Omni-Wave.
They basically blow up this moon of Mars.
Yeah. Better the moon, though, than
it's true.
Everything. Yeah, the whole galaxy.
It's only a moon of Mars. Come on.
Yeah, they've got a few. Mars has a couple others, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But then Galactus says, well, because the Fantastic Four did the heroic thing in the long run, and they sacrificed their lives to stop the Skrull threat, which was the larger threat. We're not going to destroy Earth. You guys are safe for the time being.
Yeah, so the same Fantastic Four sacrifice themselves, and they're welcomed into the Galactic, whatever. I love Nick Fury. He's like, I don't know. He's like, should we trust them? And Thor's like, if they wanted to kill us, they could have killed us.
Yeah,
I don't think they're bluffing.
Yeah. Right.
So
they don't really have an angle to work here. Yeah.
No, Franklin in a few years would have been able to kill all of them.
That's true. Just send him up in a ship by himself and he'd wipe out the whole fleet.
Oh man, can you imagine? That would be it. Can you imagine that sequel in a few years? Franklin grows up and just goes and up one day, just starts kicking Gladiator's ass. Or like Lander's dead. You're
mind controls him and sends him out to destroy his own fleet,
or just kicks his ass. Be like, it's your fault. My family's dead.
Yeah, You killed my mom and dad.
Meanwhile, Galactus is still out there, just
Yeah, doing his thing. Not
Universe.
concerned, not bothered at all that all this
universe
stuff
like it's
happened.
his own Chinese buffet. You know?
Yeah. He's not bothered at all that all this stuff happened. He doesn't care.
Nope.
No.
And again, stories like this, like the what ifs, I always want to see more because I'm just like, this is a radical shift because all of a sudden the entire Fantastic Four is dead.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Doom's like, hey, wait a minute. There's a big,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's what we got to do. Maybe sometime when the new Doom event starts. Because there was a what if issue in this series later on. What if Doom became Sorcerer Supreme?
Oh yes, I did read that one. I liked
Oh,
that. Yeah.
Well, there's a
that
couple.
would make a good episode. Yeah.
There's at least one or two other Doom issues in this series too. Yeah, we should add that to the list of Warm World on
Yes.
Doom. Some Doom what ifs. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, anything else, Justin?
No, I enjoyed this for a first time read. It was good. I liked
Mm.
this, Phil. Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun. Everybody died. Yeah, it was great.
Again, it was a very rare what if when everyone made it out alive. I don't know.
Yeah, only the Fantastic Four died. It wasn't
I'm
like the
trying
whole
to
planet
think.
got blown up.
Not even this series. In all of the what if issues Marvel has ever put out, have they ever gone through a what if where no one died? I don't think.
I haven't read all of them, so I can't comment.
Yeah, but I mean, just the ones you've read. Has there ever been
The
an
ones
issue
that I've
where
read,
everyone
No,
was
there's
spared?
always been somebody, at least one person that's died. Even if it was just a villain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody dies.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh yeah, yes, Noel. There are a lot of great Doom what ifs. Yeah. First,
Yeah, we're going to have to
series.
cover some of those on One World Under Doom. Absolutely.
It's like I have an old one about what if Doom didn't fry his face.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a vain little bitch. Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
if his face is fine, yeah, he's fine being a good guy.
Yeah. Who knows? He might have even become a superhero if his face had remained unchanged.
Oh yeah, Bendis did that Iron Man series with Doom, where basically was it after the Secret Wars where his face gets, the 2015 Secret Wars when his face gets fixed. Yeah, he tries to be like Iron Man for a while, but
yeah.
Then he gets some acne and he's the villain again. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, again, deep writing from Bendis. So.
Bendis.
Where are you now, pal? All right, so open up a schedule for next. Man, this is the end of John Byrne January already.
Yeah, we've already come to the end. That went by quickly.
I know.
Yeah, but we have some more goodies on the way.
A Byrne craziness is just time flies when you're reading a Byrne
Yeah, especially when he guest stars in the issue himself.
Yes. Oh, that's right, kids. Next month, once again, X-Men Classics and Marvel Tales are going to have the same kind of theme because, again, there's a little Captain America movie coming out in February. So, guess who's showing up in all the episodes next?
We're going to be doing a Captain America month on both Marvel Tales and X-Men Classics.
And but especially the Marvel Tales episodes, we're also going to be doing stories also with the Serpent Society because they
appear in the film.
Oh yeah, was it Giancarlo Esposito is supposed to be Sidewinder? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so next episode of Marvel Tales we'll cover Captain and again on Marvel Tales here all Mark Grunwald issues. So
yeah, I love it. I think we've got some Ron Lim artwork in there.
Some of them, I think, yeah. But next time is going to be Captain America 310 and 313. Followed the next episode by Captain America 369 through 371. I'll try to see if Lil is free for that.
Yeah.
And then Captain America 380 through 382 featuring another trial of Diamondback.
Yes.
So yeah, we're so far in 2025. We're ending the months in a trial of somebody. Oh, but then also on X-Men Classics, if you should be listening to that too. We'll be doing Captain America Annual 8 which you'll know by the cover of Captain America
yes.
Wolverine trying to slice through Captain America's shield.
Great Mike Zeck cover.
And Uncanny X-Men 268, which, again, even if you've never read it, I'm sure you're familiar with the cover.
Oh, yeah.
Wolverine, Captain America, and Black Widow, yeah.
Yep.
Jim Lee, yeah. And then the miniseries from last year, Wolverine Madripoor Nights 1-5, which also features Wolverine, Captain America, and Black Widow.
Yes, something new on
and also
X-Men
written by
Classics.
Claremont.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
I know, that Captain America annual might be the first thing we've done on X-Men Classics that's not a mutant book.
Yeah.
It's basically just like, hey, guest star.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that is another good what if, too, from this series. Yeah, what if the Fantastic Four didn't?
Oh, right.
I think, I don't even know if they didn't get their powers, but I think it's like, what if they battled Doom before they got their powers? Yeah, because like, I think Reed and Ben might still be in college or something. Yeah, like they're younger. Yeah.
Interesting. I haven't read that one.
Mm-hmm. And not even just Doom. There's some good Fantastic Four ones, like issue 11 from volume 2 is what if they all got the same power. It's 4 different short stories, but it's like what if they had all gotten the same powers.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, some of them more tragic than others, but yeah, it's like what if they were all Human Torches? What if they were all things? What if they all had invisibility, or if they all had stretching powers? Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, did they ever do a what if that involved Crystal and Sharon Ventura?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
That's too bad.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember in volume 1, because I'm not as familiar with volume 1, that one where the Invisible Girl dies. I'm trying to remember if maybe Crystal stayed full time or Medusa or one of them, but it's been a while, so years and years since I read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing with Sharon Ventura. I wish they'd do that.
Yeah, that's too bad. That'd be another one that we could cover sometime on the show, is some of that Fantastic Four, that lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Short-lived lineup of the Fantastic
That's
Four.
what I said. We gotta do like a month or something somewhere. 2026. Put it on the list.
Sharon Ventura month.
Oh yeah, Sharon. Oh yeah, we were talking about Sharon Ventura month, because I was just talking about doing like that Fantastic Four run. But yeah, we could do like start with like the Thing issues she first appeared in. Yeah. And then she was like in quick in like 2 issues of like Captain America, and then he drops her off at the Fantastic Four. Yeah, we got to do some Sharon Ventura.
Yeah, she's great. I would love to do some stories of, especially the early stuff. And people who aren't familiar with her, we could see where she began. But we definitely got to cover some of that Fantastic Four stuff with that exceptional John Buscema artwork. Yeah.
But yeah, 2025 is all planned out. So we warned you before, kids. 2026 can be banging. Yeah.
2026 is on the way to being planned out as it is.
Although 2025, man, we got some good stuff. I mean, we're going to be doing Secret Wars 2 for, the 40th anniversary.
Yeah. Is it really the 40th anniversary?
1985, yeah.
And then
Inferno
in
October.
And we're doing over on X-Men Classics, we're doing the entire cross-time caper on Excalibur.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff coming.
Oh, and the Korvac.
Oh, Korvac.
Korvac story. We're doing the whole Korvac saga here on Marvel Tales.
That's right. And of course, like I said, next month you're going to be getting Captain America issues, because the movie, and of course you'll be getting at least 2 or 3 episodes for around the time Thunderbolts comes out, and we do have some more Fantastic Four planned for when that movie comes out, and I think toward the end of the year too. So you're going to be getting some more Fantastic Four this year, kids.
Yes, definitely some more, because that movie's coming out too.
Mm-hmm. I think it comes out the same month Superman comes out. I think
it's July.
Yeah. All right, kids. So lots of stuff coming your way. 2025 and beyond.
Yes.
All right. Hold on, I'm gonna get all the promos. All right. So send us your thoughts on all of those. Again, Marvel Tales, X-Men Classics, anything we do. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch, the classic Capes and Lunatics merch. You can also, and again, even more threatening and terrifying than Galactus, Lilith Hellfire demands that you rain the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Just be generous and send us money for no reason. Or if you need a reason, yes, you can always subscribe to our Patreon, where Lilith and I give you uncensored and exclusive content only for our subscribers. And if you are a subscriber, like our friend Hootie down here,
that's right. Join me in the Patreon Elite.
Yes, you can suggest topics for us to talk about, like Justin has done many times, and Ray has done once since
yes.
Justin and I shamed him into doing it. got him to loosen his grip on his deck and send. So yes, help us program. So subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/capesandlunatics, and you can find everything at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right. Now, speaking of this owl here, Mr. Justin the Owl, you can hear him here every week, either on Marvel Tales, X-Men Classics, sometimes it might be both in a week. You can also hear him here on random. Again, we'll be dropping some random Energon universes, One World Under Dooms. You can hear him every month with me and Ray talking Scarlet Spider or other things. But
yes,
he's the new guy with me and Ray. So
that's right.
Because all right, so that over on Capes Lunatics Sidekicks, you can catch him at least once a month on We Are the Night.
The Batman podcast.
Yes, talking Azrael with me, and again, that was early. All right. Woo! All things talking Azrael, and every so often he drops in for some Killer Moth or Catwoman talk.
Yes, you never know.
That's right. Oh, catch him on Ultimate Spider-Cast this month with me and Lilith talking Byrne stuff over there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And see, he doesn't even remember where he always.
I don't. Yeah. We're doing some time traveling too.
Exactly. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And of course, you can always find him every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast with me and Tyler. Again, he'll be in and out on there this year, so check him out there. But and again, you're like, that's enough. No human being can do more podcasting, but not so for this man. So.
Yes. Believe it or not, there's even more.
That's right. So you can also catch him on these fine shows. Tell him all about it, Justin.
Over on Gamma Charge, you can find me and Russell speaking about the aforementioned sensational She-Hulk or the Immortal Hulk. We're alternating our coverage on those two fine series. And we also have a Patreon page, so do check that out if you're so inclined. And over on Predator and Prey, we are joined by the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray, and our co-host on the Scarlet Spider, and Sparky, to discuss some classic Dark Horse comics featuring Fox's Predator. And more than likely, later on in the year, we're going to do a movie review of the new Predator Badlands. It's coming out in November. Yes. And last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends, my solo show, is still trucking right along with a multiple-part spotlight story on a Malibu Ultraverse title from the early 90s.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch.
We're going to be in the 90s for quite a while.
Yes, and he podcasts with Ray a lot.
There'll be some dicks waving around in here.
Decks waving around in here? What?
All kinds of decks.
That's right.
Cobra, la 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 la.
And some of those too. My favorite biscuit.
Yes, we talked about it.
Well, that escalated. Yeah, in these stories tonight. Well, that escalated quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Our planet blew up.
Planet a moon. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Again, that's a what if, man. It's like planets blow, people dying, planets blowing
People
up.
dying left and right, planets blowing up, universe is ending. Yeah, no big deal.
Ah.
Just another day in what if.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Come back next time for Captain America.
Yes.
310 and 313. Again, you'll be getting some of your Captain America Wolverine team ups on X-Men Classic. So,
It'll be a Captain America month.
oh yeah. Again, lots more coming on all the shows.
It's going to be a great year.
All right. Remember, chew your scrolls before you swallow.